All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I trust and believe that we are fine, and I also trust that we had a good day. Yes, if it is already evening on the location that you are joining us from. This is a members training on Wednesday. We normally do a members training. Yes. Is as a training, I request that you should not be attending alone. If you are a team builder, if you are a leader, you should not be attending this training alone. I would request that you invite your team members to be here, because we are going to get started right now for our training. Yes. This is Coach Mo joining you from Johannesburg in South Africa. We are going to be here together. Yes, for some good time, depending on what we are going to look at. If you can hear me, kindly give me a 1 in the chat. If I'm audible enough, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you are able to hear me. If you are able to hear me, give me a 1 in the chat. If I'm loud and clear, give me a 1 in the chat. Okay, all right. So let's get started. We are not wasting much time tonight. Yes, so let's get started. Those who are going to join us, they will find us on the way. Yes, latecomers, they always eat leftovers. They always eat bones. Whenever you are coming to a party and you happen to come late, expect to eat the remaining of what has been eaten. Yes. So those that gonna join us later on, they will find us somewhere. So let's get into our training for tonight. So we are looking at trading or picking trades using our Royal Q robot. Okay. So when you look at our Royal Q Royal Q has given us some indicators that we can use to trade. We can use to make entries into the market. We can use to pick trades. All right. So we are having this schedule where we are teaching you different types of indicators that are on Royal Q, how you can use them to enter a particular trade. All right. That is the reason why we call this Zoom the sniper strategy. So you can snipe the market. You can collect something from the market at a quicker pace. Okay. So that is the intention of this Zoom tonight. So tonight we'll be looking at one indicator called the RSI indicator that we are going to do tonight. It has been taught already. It will be a repetition of what has been taught. Yes, we always repeat so that people can understand. If they did not get it the first time, probably they might get it on the second time, or probably they might get it on the fourth, whatever their learning pace is. All right. So there is already a teaching on what I'm going to teach, but we are going to repeat. Leader Julius has been doing this training, the sniper strategy, and he has done a couple of indicators on Royal Q. So today I'm going to pick one, which is the RSI indicator. We will see if time allows. I might also pick another one, but I think I need to focus on one so that people can understand very well and use this indicator effectively when it comes to trading with our amazing Royal Q bot. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and then we go to our Royal Q robot. Okay, if you can see my screen, if my screen is visible, kindly give me a 3 in the chat. If my screen is visible, kindly give me a 3 in the chat. Kindly give me a 3 in the chat if my screen is visible. Give me a 3 in the chat if my screen is visible. Give me a 3 in the chat if my screen is visible. Give me a 3 in the chat if my screen is visible. Okay, all right. So let me do this. Can I use this to write? I need somewhere to write before I open the Royal Q application. Let me see if I can use this page here. Okay, let me bring something different. I was trying to test the blackboard here. Let me bring something different so that we can use it before I open the Royal Q application. Let me check what I can bring here for our learning purposes. Let me see what I can bring here for our learning purposes. All right. Okay, let me use this other part. Let me come back to sharing screen. Then I use this other part. Then we can look into the RSI indicator. Okay. So here we go. I want to use one of these. If we'll be able to see it, this blackboard over here. I'm not sure if it is visible clearly on your side. Okay, so we are going to talk about the RSI indicator. Okay, the RSI indicator. The R stands for Relative Strength Index. All right, that is the name of the indicator, Relative Strength Index. So this indicator, mostly it helps us to find oversold areas that we are going to look at, as well as overbought areas in the financial market. If one is looking for a position to enter a particular asset or a particular price of an asset, and one is looking for a position to exit a particular price of an asset, yes, this indicator can help one to do so. So when you look at it, the indicator, mostly it has got three main divisions, all right? Three main divisions which are called values, all right? So you are going to see when we go to Royal Q, I'm going to explain this, but I want you to pick it from here before I open the Royal Q application. Probably it may help you to understand it better. So this is the first line that I'm drawing here. And then I'm going to draw the second line here, which is going to be the middle line after I have drawn the third line here. Okay, so the third line on top here, it has got a value of 100%, all right? And the middle line here, it has got a value of 50%. And then the last line here, it has got a value of 0%, all right? If you are following, give me a 2. If you are following, give me a 2. If you are following, give me a 2. This is a 0% line. This is a 50% line. And this is a 100% line. So when we are trading, the market moves as you understand that the price of crypto fluctuates. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. So when the market is going up, this indicator follows the trend of that market. All right. If the market is going this direction, you are going to see this indicator will be showing you that the market is rising. When the market is falling, it's gonna also show you that the market is what? The market is falling. So the indicator has got these many values, but in between you are going to calculate that from 0, there's a distance up to 100. So from 0 to 50, there should be 20, 30, and 40 if you are to use 10, 10, 10 as the value, right? So the market will move from 0, then it will go to 100. The market will move from 100, it will come back to 0. Are you following? So when you follow these values, when the market is moving from the bottom side here, which is the zero line, it is rising going to the upper side and it reaches to the line of 100. When it touches this area, this zone, right? In most cases, when it moves from zero and it touches a line, some they're gonna use 70, all right? It depends on what they are looking at. Some they're gonna use 80, all right? The 80 line value. I said that from 50 here, there should be other divisions that you can divide here, but we are looking at 3 main divisions. So when the market moves from zero and it reaches the 80 line, it is called, or it is referred as, it has reached the overbought area, meaning to say the price has gone high up. If someone is going to buy up here, it is buying this, the person is buying this particular asset at a higher price. This is the value of 80 or probably at 70. So this area here, when the market moves from zero, it goes up to 70 line value, up to 100. This area or this region, it is referred as the overbought region. Overbought region, meaning to say the price has significantly go up. So if you are entering the market, if you enter at this region, you are buying the asset at a higher price. Have you gotten that? Have you gotten that before I explain this area which is on the bottom? Let me see if you are following. Let me see if you are following. Yes. If you are following, give me a yes. If you are following, give me a yes. Before I open the Royal Q board, and then we look at how do we trade with this indicator in Royal Q. But I want you at the back of your mind, you should understand that the market will move from the downside, it will go to the upper side. When it reaches the upper side, there is a region that is called the overbought region. If you want to enter the market, if you enter around that region, it means that you are buying that asset at a higher price because it has already moved from zero up to 70. Okay, it means we are following. Let me bring my sharing again here. All right. So this is what I was explaining. Now you are in the overbought area. So if you are looking for a position to enter the market, it means you cannot buy this particular asset around this region. By the way, our motto in Royal Q, we said buy low, sell high. That is our motto in Royal Q. Buy low, sell high. So if you are buying in this region, I don't think that you are buying in a region where the price is low. You are buying it high. So now, which area is recommended for you to enter the market? I said that this is the zero line. From the zero, probably, there should be a 10 line here. There should be a 20 line here. There should be a 30 line here. There should be a 40 line here. And this is the 50 line. All right. So the market will move. The market will move. Let me try to draw these lines up to this so that when the line is crossing, you are able to see what I'm trying to teach. Okay, what I'm trying to teach. Okay, so the market will move from zero, then it will be rising, the price. When I say the market, I'm referring to the price of that particular asset. So the price will move from zero region, it will be going up, it will be going up, it will be going up. Then it reaches the middle line, which is half of the entire region that the market tries to move around. So it reaches the 50 line. Now, when it comes from zero line, it goes up. Okay, it goes up. It is moving from the oversold region. Let me use this line. Someone is trying to help me to type on the screen. Who is this? Someone with a green pen. Someone is having a green marker trying to help me to write on the screen. Please, can you stop writing on the screen? Yes. I'm kindly asking you, please don't write on the screen. I know sometimes people, they will do it unintentionally. Some, they don't know that they are typing, they are writing on the screen. Okay. So let me use this. This is my 0 line. This is my 50 line. And this is my 100 line. Now the market is moving from this direction. It is coming down to the 0 line. When it reaches the 0 line, all right, so if you are looking for an area that you want to enter the market, you should be at least preparing to look at this area. I said that this is 0, probably this is 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40, and this is 50. All right. So when the market moves from 0 going up to around 50 there, okay, this area is a bit safe, but we always recommend that the best area or the best positions to enter, it is from 30 coming down here. From 30, this line coming down here, this area, it is the recommended area to enter the market. All right. So this is called the overbought region. The overbought region. I mean the oversold region. Sorry. This is the oversold region. I'm simply saying when the market moves from 100, it moves from 100. This is selling activity. Those who bought, they are now selling. This is a selling activity. Price is declining, going down. From 0, market might start to go up, right? So this area, it is called the oversold region. This area, it is called the overbought region. So the overbought region, it is for those that are buying. They have bought the asset up to the higher price here. So it is referred as the overbought region. This particular asset has been overbought. So this area, I don't think if you want to be a good trader, you should be making your entries around this region unless you are good at what you do. You know other indicators that help you to enter the market. But this RSI, it is there in Royal Q to help you make entries and then exit so that you can be able to make some profit with the Royal Q robot. Okay, so if you have understood this, give me a 1 in the chat because I want us to go to Royal Q so that we are able to see how do you trade or how do you set a trade using the RSI indicator. In your mind, you are having a line. Okay, you are going to see that in Royal Q, there are lines. The RSI, there are lines. Actually, Royal Q has given us 3 of them. All right. So a line is going to come this way. It will go that way. It will come this way. It will go that way. Like I said, it follows the trend of the market. So if you are monitoring, you want to find a position to enter, it means you need to wait for this line to come to the region of the oversold so that you can have a better entry. And then when the market starts to rise, then you can establish your position of exit in the market. So the line will be moving that way. It will be following the trend of the market. It will be following the trend of the market. But in your mind, you know that this is 0, this is 50, this is 100. So which one can be the better position for you to enter the market, because you are saying you want to buy low and sell high. Which one can be the better position for you? Should you enter in the overbought region, or should you enter in the oversold region? So we want to see what Royal Q is recommending to us when it comes to entering the market using the RSI indicator. If you have understood this, give me a 1. I'm going to Royal Q now. If you have understood this, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you have understood this. Give me a 1 in the chat. Okay. Thank you so much. I think that is enough. Okay, so let's open our Royal Q bot. Let's come here and open our Royal Q bot. So when you come to your Royal Q application, when you open any other coin, let's open, for example, 1 inch, right? We want to set a trade, okay? A trade of 1 inch. So here you are going to see that Royal Q is giving us candles. It is giving us these candles, right? Can you see these candles over here, right? So when you look down here, they are indicators that are given there. So when you tap on any indicator, it is the one that is going to be displayed, whether it is going to come here or whether it's going to come down there, but you're going to see. So we want to use this RSI for us to make entries and exit in the market. We want to set a trade using the RSI indicator. So when you tap on it, okay, you are going to see that the RSI, okay, that is the RSI that is appearing there. So you are going to see that the RSI is the one which is down here. This indicator down here, it is the RSI. Now, it is comprising of 3 lines. Royal Q is giving us an RSI of 3 values. Now, when you check here, these colors, can you see these 3 lines running here? They do have different colors. All right, you can see there are 3 different colors. Then when you come down here, just a little bit above the lines, this area here, can you see? They are numbers that are displayed according to these colors of lines that are here. So you're going to see the RSI with this color here, meaning to say this, which color is this? Which color is this one here? I want you to give me an answer. Which color is this one here? Give me the answer in the chat. What color is this? What color is that? And I also want you to give me what color is this and what color is this. Give me the names of these colors in their order. Give me this one first, give me second, and give me third. Please write the colors, the name of these colors in the chat. I want to see if you are following and you are able to see the difference. Because these colors, they are these colors of these lines here. These numbers displayed here, they are these lines here. So when I am explaining them, I want you to see the difference. So if you are able to note these 3 colors, please type for me in the chat the names of those 3 colors in their order. In their order. Please give me the names of those 3 colors in their order. Please do so in the chat. I want to see. I want to see. Somebody says orange, red, and purple. Someone says pink, yellow, pink. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see. I want to see. Yellow, pink, purple, orange, red, and purple, yellow, pink, and purple, orange, pink, and purple. Someone says gold, pink, and purple. Someone, oh. Okay. I think it's yellow, pink, and purple. Am I correct? It should be yellow, pink, and purple. Okay, it might be orange. It depends on how you are looking at it. All right. Okay. So let's go back to Royal Q. So these are the colors. Okay. Whether you're gonna call this yellow, you're gonna call it orange, is okay. So we do have this yellow. Okay, we do have our pink, we do have our purple. So these lines, we do have the yellow line or the orange line, and then we do have the pink line. It is within here, it is running within there, and then we do have the purple one. Now, we do have these RSIs, these three lines. They are given numbers. The first one is RSI number 6. If you check it closely here, you are going to see it's RSI 6. Meaning to say, this RSI 6, it looks at the previous 6 candles, or it monitors the previous 6 candles, and it moves faster. This line, it moves faster than the rest. Are you following? The RSI 6, it moves faster than the rest of the lines. Okay? And then there is the RSI 12. The RSI 12, you can see there is RSI 1, 2. Okay? So this one monitors the previous 12 candles. I said that here on top, they are candles forming. So these RSI, they monitor a number of candles. So there is the one that monitors 6. There is the one that monitors 12 candles. There is the one that monitors 24 candles. As you can see, the purple one is the one that monitors the 24. So the 6 one, it moves faster than the 12. The 12, it moves faster than the 24. So this one is faster, this one is average, the other one is moderate. Are you following? Are you following? If you are following, give me a 3 in the chat. If you are following, give me a 3 in the chat. If you are following, give me a 3 in the chat. I want to simplify it as much as possible. Yes. Someone says I should explain again. Someone says I should explain again. Hey, Biggie is not understanding at all. Biggie is not understanding at all. Biggie is not understanding at all. Okay, let me come back here. Just one more time. Let me be slow. There are 3 lines here. When you look here, there are 3 lines. The other one is in the yellow color, is having a yellow color or orange, right? And the other one is pink. And the other one is purple. So the orange line or the yellow line, it is called RSI 6. It looks at the previous 6 candles. Can you see candles here? Can you see candles on top here? So it monitors 6 previous candles. If you can count candles from here, it only looks at the previous 6 candles. Meaning to say, the way it tracks the market, this is 6 line, the RSI 6, the way it tracks the market or the price, it moves faster than the RSI 12, which looks at 12 candles. It means this RSI 12 has got a job to look at 12 candles, previous 12 candles. You can imagine someone who is carrying 6 and someone who is carrying 12. Who is going to move faster? If it was firewood, someone was carrying pieces of firewood, and someone is only carrying a bundle of 6. and someone is carrying a bundle of 12. If they are to move, who is going to move first? Give me an answer in the chat. If they are to move, who is going to move first? I'm trying to simplify this thing so that you are able to understand. When I say the 6 RSI looks at 6 candles, the 12 RSI, it looks at 12, while the 24, it looks at 24 candles. So the one who is carrying light baggage is the one who is going to make faster steps than the other. All right? Yes, thank you so much. So this is what I am saying. This RSI 6, it looks or it monitors at the previous 6 candles. All right. Now, the RSI 12, it looks at the previous 12 candles. And the RSI 24, which is the purple one, this one here, it looks at the previous 24 candles. Now, let us look closely. When you look at the RSI, there is a number which is 44. I'm not going to mention the fraction, but there is the number 44. Okay? There is a number 44 under the RSI 6. It is changing now, it is 43. All right? While on the number, let me settle on the RSI 6 first. Let me settle on the RSI 6 first before I go to RSI 12. I want you to look closely. There is a number here. Okay? The 44 or the 43, since it is changing, it is the value of the RSI 6. Remember, I was talking about line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. This area, it is called oversold area. This area, it is called overbought area. So RSI, the value of it, it is 44. The value of it, it is 44. Is this RSI in the oversold region or it is in the overbought region? Give me an answer. The value 44 of RSI 6, is it in the overbought region or it is in the oversold region? Remember, I was explaining the 3 lines before I opened the Royal Q application. Is it in the overbought or it is in the oversold? Give me an answer in the chat. Give me an answer in the chat. Is it in the overbought or in the oversold? Which region is it? Which region is it? Which region is it? Which region is it? If you have been following, which region is it? It is in the oversold region, according to what I explained. Okay? It is in the oversold region. Okay? According to what I was explaining. Now, when we are trading with the RSI 6, we all trade in the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, we said this training is called the sniper strategy. The sniper strategy. So if you check here, this RSI number 6, we are looking at it in the 4-hour time frame. So I want to focus on the 15 minutes time frame because we want to snipe the market. We want to snipe the market in a shorter time frame, and we want to collect small profit repeatedly. That is the idea. We want to enter the market many times, but repeatedly collecting profit. Okay, so we are going to look at it in the 15 minutes time frame. So I'm on the 15 minutes time frame, and then we look at the RSI. Okay, which positions are they, or which values are they reading? Okay, so can you see now there is a change? Can you see now there is a change? The RSI 6, it is reading 64. It's reading 64. The RSI 12, it is reading 56. And the RSI 24, it is reading 50. I told you that this one looks at the previous 24 candles. This one looks at the previous 12 candles. This one looks at the previous 6 candles. So this one moves faster than this one. So you can see this one is reading 64. If you were to enter the market, can you enter the market at the value of 64? Give me an answer in the chat. In the 15 minutes time frame, can you enter the market at the value of 64 if you want to snipe the market? Can you enter the market at the value of 64? Give me an answer in the chat. Can you enter the market in the value of 64? Can you enter the market? You want to snipe the market in 15 minutes time. Can you enter the market when the RSI 6 is reading 64? I'm seeing no's. It means you are following, you are understanding. You are following and you are understanding. Okay. So it means the RSI 6, according to what is displaying here. Okay? According to what is displaying here, 15 minutes time frame. The market has moved, it went as low as this area. Can you see? So it has gone high up there. So if you were to enter, you need to enter when the market came down here, right? When the market was at this area, when the candle was at, the price was at here, then when it was going there, you enter here. When it touches at the middle here, you exit. But now, I just wanted you to have a clue that when you want to enter the market using the RSI, which ones are the recommended values for you to enter? Okay? But you need to understand what is displayed here. Before you set this trade, you need to understand what is displayed here if you are using RSI indicator to look for a trade to enter. So I want you to check here. There are numbers that are running here for each and every RSI. But I want us to focus on RSI number 6 because it looks at only 6 candles, meaning to say it moves faster. Then it is in line with the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, we want to snipe the market. So in a 15 minutes time frame, I think the recommended RSI to use is the RSI 6. Are we together? Right. So now, let's say that you want to enter this trade. All right? You want to enter this trade. Probably let's look for another trade that we can in a lower region. This one is high, it is 65. Let's come back here, probably look for a coin that is in a lower region. Maybe open DEX, just as an example. Let me open DEX. Okay. This one has already gone up. We have missed the opportunity if we wanted it in 15 time frame. We have missed the opportunity, right? Try CLV. We just want to find a market that is lower. Okay, look here now. CLV in 15 minutes time frame. CLV in 15 minutes time frame is giving us 33. Can you see the position where the candles are? It is down here. All right. So now, if you want to set this coin, if you want to set this trade, when you want to use RSI indicator, how do you set it up? So you come here, you tap create. Then you choose create. Then you tap on trade setting. Okay. You tap on trade setting. You want to create manually. You want to create manually, right? So you have set everything. You have set everything here. Everything that is needed here, you have put it in. Everything that is needed there, you have put it in. Now you want to trade, you want to enter the market using the RSI. Here on Royal Q, there is this called advanced setting. Can you see there? It is written advanced what? Setting. This is where you come and set using the indicators now. You want to enter the market using the indicator. So when you tap on it, you are going to see here. You are going to see here. Okay? Can you see there? You see there. When you tap on advanced what? Advanced setting. So you want to trade this coin using the RSI what? Indicator. Are we together? So when you tap here, when you tap advanced setting, then here on trigger price, when you tap on this arrow pointing down here, that's where you are going to choose the indicators you want to use. So when you tap on it, can you see we do have let me again. Okay, I have tapped MACD. Let's tap on RSI. This is RSI. Okay, so I want to show you how do you set a trade using the RSI. So you're gonna tap on RSI. When you tap on RSI, remember I'm showing you the 6, the 12, and the 24. So here it is showing you the RSI 6, the strength now. The strength, it is RSI 6, right? And the time that we are focusing is the 15 minutes what? Time frame. Okay? Now, there is the condition now. When you tap here, the condition, you are going to see this. Do you want the RSI or do you want the robot to buy this particular asset? When the RSI, it is in the oversold region. Okay? It is in the oversold region. Now, in the oversold regions, where? In the oversold region, where? When you choose oversold region here, when you choose oversold region here, we in the oversold region, where exactly? So I am choosing oversold region. And here it is giving me in the oversold region, it should be under the value of 20. Remember 30 also, it is still in the oversold region. Okay? Yes. 40, it might also be in the oversold region. That is according to you, right? But I want to trade, I want to pick this trade when the RSI, it is in the oversold region, but the value should be 20. That I choose 20 here, right? So I said this. Then when I confirm this, then my robot is going to take these settings. Remember, I said here on top, you have already, you need to change your cycle there to 1 shot. Everything is set here on top. Okay? You have put here 1 shot. We are only focusing this area on the RSI when we are trying to enter the market. So you want to enter when the RSI is in the oversold region, the value should be 20. Then you confirm, you say add RSI so that the robot can pick this to monitor. Then you confirm. Okay? You confirm these settings. All right? Then after you put save. Okay? You put save. So when I tap activate here, my robot is going to be in a waiting position, monitoring CLV. Okay? Monitoring CLV. that it should be bought. My robot should, when CLV is in the oversold region with the value of 20, meaning to say here, can you see my RSI now has gone up to 40? Okay, can you see we are late? That time it was 30. It was somewhere here. Remember, it's 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so you need to look for a trade that is around there. It is depending on you. Now I have choose oversold area. Let's go back. There's something that I also want to explain. Let's go back. Let's go back to the settings. I'm on advanced setting here, right? I choose RSI. I have chosen RSI. Now let's come here. Can you see? I have chosen 6. There is 12, there's 24. So I have chosen 6, right? Now, here on the oversold, okay? If I want to enter this trade in oversold region, but the value should be less than. Can you see there is less than here? Remember, the value is 20. But I wanted the robot to enter less than 20. I'm going to choose less than. It means it is going to buy below 20 in the region. The value is going to be below 20 because I have chosen less than. The number that is displayed there, it should be less than. If I choose greater than here, there is greater than here. It means when I choose greater than, it's going to buy in the oversold region. But the value is going to be above 20 because it is greater than. The robot is at the value above 20. Okay? If I want 20, it is going to be, choose less than there. I'm going to tick less than. I will tick less than. Okay? I will choose 20. I will choose less than 20. Okay? If I want greater than this value here, the value which is here, the value, you can even edit it. Okay? You can even edit it. Greater than 20. Greater than 40. Okay? Yes, greater than 50. Okay? Yes. Now when I choose less than, I can also type less than what? 15. I want the robot to buy at the value of less than 15 or less than 30. Okay? So you can adjust according to how you have understood which region should your robot buy that particular asset. Is it in the oversold or it should be in the according to what I have explained? Okay? So the gonna put here, is it going to be around overbought? Going to be within the oversold region? Is this clear, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this simple or it is this simple or it is difficult? Is this simple or it is difficult? Is it simple or it is difficult? Please be honest with yourself. Somebody says it's somehow simple. Simple and understandable. Simple to me. Okay. There are some going to set up a robot. Okay. All right. So this is how you trade using the RSI indicator in the time frame. Now let me emphasize here. You are sniping the market in a 15 minutes time frame. Okay? You want to snipe the 15 minutes time frame. So your take profit here, your take profit should be reasonable, at least 1.5. At least 1.5 in a 15 minutes time frame. You want to pick and exit. So if you put 3% in 15 minutes time frame, you end up taking longer because you are looking at this market like what I was saying here. When you come back here, and open this coin, okay, you are looking to end a lower time frame. Can you see here? I want to what I'm talking about. Where is my case? Okay. Can you see this is the current price? This blue here, the current price of this coin. It is down here, right? In 15 minutes time frame. Now I want you to see. I want to tap in 4 hours time frame, right? I'm tapping on 4 hours time frame. See the position of the price. Can you see where the position of the? Can you see now? So you want to trade in this time frame so that you get. So you don't need to take a bigger profit. Take a smaller profit. We are saying enter them repeatedly. So if you can collect 1.5, 1.5, probably you successfully trade 3. It means you are good. Right? So this is how we market. So you can look, you can have a look at these coins here. Check them. Go and practice. Check them. Where are they? If you need to go and practice before you trade, go and open these trades. These and check them. Where is the RSI? Where is the RSI? You are using the 6-1. Where is it? Yes. You are only looking for 1.5. So you can check good to enter. Is enter. When you check it, is it 15 minutes time frame? Good to enter in 15 minutes time frame. When you look at it, is it good to enter? Let's look. Let's see this one, ATM, 15 minutes time frame. The 2. Okay. So you can just go and practice this. Check the coins. Check the coins. Snipe the market. Yes, you want to snipe the market. If you are saying, I'm going to enter the market, okay, from 0 up to 50. Okay, when the market is above 50, I'm not entering it. It is your trading strategy that you are using. You find a coin and the RSI 6 is reading over 50. You are not trading it. You want to only enter a trade where the RSI is with 50. That is your trading strategy. You follow that. You discipline yourself with that. So you will keep on checking which coin, okay? Which coin in the 15 minutes time frame. Can you imagine if you did find this coin in this region here? Find the price here. Then when it was going up there, exit. Then you look for another coin. You want the RSI to be in the third region. Okay? You are looking a trade for yourself. As simple as that. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is this clear? Is it clear? You don't want to wait for a signal. You want to snipe the market. You want to snipe the market. So first of all, before you enter a trade, please go and check. I just want you to go and look at those coins in Royal Q. Which positions or which value are you finding them on? I'm going to take some questions. Don't worry, I'll take questions. I just wanted to confirm first if we are okay. No, you cannot apply RSI on a coin that is floating. You have already entered. You are already in it. We are saying you want to trade. You want to enter the market. All right? So RSI, it is a guidance. Where should you enter? Where should you exit? Right? So you cannot apply RSI if you are already in a trade. If you are already in a trade, it means you are trading. Yes. Joey. But Joey, you have written English here. You said you don't understand English, but you have written English here properly. So how come you don't understand English? Joey, you have written English here. It means you are able to understand English. So when you say you don't understand English, what do you mean? Yes, you can apply the RSI in 4 hours, but we are saying sniper strategy. When you are sniping the market, you are entering the market or you are analyzing the market in a shorter time frame. Okay? You are analyzing the market in a shorter time frame to find an opportunity to enter. That's why we are looking it in a shorter time frame, 15 minutes. That's why your take profit also is small, 1.5 at least. If the condition of the RSI is not met, leave that coin, look for another one. Yes, my brother Christopher. If the condition of the RSI is not met, leave that coin. Check the other coins. How many coins are there in Royal Q? If you are trading in Binance, there are so many of them. So why should you die with one coin? Go and check the other coins. Okay? Go and check the other coins. So don't die with one coin. You are not the owner of that coin. Yes, you can even take 1%, is fine. You don't want to stay longer. You are sniping the market. You can take 1%. 1% you get out, 1% you get out. How long does it take? I don't know. It depends on the momentum of the coin, how the coin is performing. Yes. What value of RSI should I consider? I told you I was teaching the oversold region and the overbought region, right? So I recommend at least the RSI should be around 30. Okay? It is the best area to enter. From 0 to 30. Yes. From 0 to 30. Okay? Yes, it's from 0 to 30. Because if it can come down, let's say that you enter here. Okay? Let me draw those lines again. This is 0. This is 50. And this is 100. Okay? So let's say that 30 is here. You have entered here at 30. If the market can go down against you, meaning to say you entered here, it will come down to the 0 line, right? So from 30 to 0, it's where you are going to open your margin calls. I'm sure this is not a long distance. Rather than entering it at 40, if you enter at 40, then it comes down. It means you need to open more margin calls so that when it happens that it comes back to 0, then you are together with the price. I don't know if it makes sense. So 30, at least it is reasonable. If the market goes against you, you can open margin calls here up to 0. Then the robot will buy your margin calls, bringing the average price closer to the current price. That's why I'm recommending the 30. All right. If you are entering at 40, you can also check, okay, how is the display? All right. That's what I can recommend. The RSI indicator, you can apply it when you are trying to analyze a coin to enter. You want to enter a coin. If you are trying to analyze a coin using RSI and see how long it will take to come back, then you should be using the RSI that we teach in TradingView. All right? You can use the other indicators, but we are talking about this RSI for you to snipe the market, to get in and get out. I'm trying to check the questions here. Yes. Yes, the market can go against you. That's why I'm saying trade with margin calls. Don't enter the market. Don't trade without margin calls. There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that when you enter at 15, you are going to get out immediately. No, trade with margin calls. Okay? Trade with margin calls. Don't enter the market. Don't trade without margin calls. You are gambling. You are gambling. Trade with margin calls. Trade with margin calls. Okay, those that are new, please be patient with yourself. Those that are new, please be patient with yourself. Use our signals that we provide. Trade using the signals we provide. Okay, don't kill yourself because you are new. You are going to learn slowly. Okay, just go and practice what I was teaching. Don't trade, just go and practice. Can you see those values? Can you see RSI 6? Can you see RSI 12? Yes, that is called practice. Go and practice. Open the coin, check where is it. Open the coin, check where is it. Don't trade. Okay, to those that are new. All right. There's no other conditions to be considered. There's no other conditions. If you are using the RSI 6, what is your value that you set yourself? Okay, do you want to trade under the oversold region, but the value should be 30, or it should be less than 30? You choose yourself. Which one are you gonna go for? So there is no other conditions apart from what I have explained. Must I wait to have the RSI 6 value within 20 to apply my RSI setting? What I was trying to explain to you is this. When you are setting a coin, okay, let me repeat once more. When you are setting a coin, let's say that you want to set this one. Let's see, let me try this one. You want to set this coin, all right? You have seen For example, can you see this coin is in the RSI? RSI 6 is reading 37. All right. So if I want to set this coin, currently it is at 37, but I don't want to enter at 37. Can you see this candle here? Can you see this candle here? Okay. Can you see where the price is? There's a possibility that this price might continue to come down. All right. There's a possibility that this price may continue to come down, because in the 15 minutes time frame, the market moved from here. Can you see the lowest point it was? This is the lowest point it was. It moved from here, it went up there. So it is coming down. Okay, so there is a possibility that this price might come probably somewhere here, but here is reading 39, it was on 37. So I'm going to lay a trap. I want the robot to buy this coin when it comes in the oversold region under the RSI 6 with the value of 30. So I'm gonna tap here, then I tap on trigger price. I choose RSI. Okay. When I choose RSI, then I tap on the oversold region. Okay. I want less than 20. Okay. Or probably I just want oversold of 20 exactly. So it means if I am going to set it this way, the price or the region where the RSI is, it should come down to 20. Then my robot is going to buy. If it doesn't come down to 20, my robot is not going to buy. If I use only oversold and I put the value of 20. But when I change oversold, I put greater than. Let's say I put greater than. Then here, the option comes that I can put the number greater than what? Maybe greater than 30. Okay, can you see? Right now, it is around the time we were checking this coin under the value of 37. Okay, so I have put here greater than 30. So if I set this, obviously the robot is going to buy because I want it greater than 30. Okay, so it means from 30 probably to 40. So the robot is going to buy this. Okay, because I'm using greater than. But if I put less than, okay, less than 30, it means my robot might take long because 38 or 39 where the value is, it should come less than 30. It means 30 and below. It needs to come to 29. Then my robot should buy. Okay? But if I put greater than here, it means from 30 going up to 40. So my robot is going to buy. Is this clear? If you only put oversold, here, it does not give you options to edit the number that is displayed there. It does not give you options to edit it. Can you see how it is highlighted? When you just put oversold and leave it, this number displayed does not give you an option to edit. So it means the robot will buy when it is oversold of 20. But when you choose less than or greater than, then you are able to edit the number. You can put your number there. Are you getting it, ladies and gentlemen? Are you getting it? Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Anyone with a question? You can raise your hand. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? You can raise your hand. Or you can just type the question in the chat. Okay, we do have beginners here. They want margin configuration settings. They want margin configuration settings. I did not prepare for that. It's gonna take us some more minutes for us to do margin configuration settings. Our beginners, please use the videos that we have already recorded on how to do your margin configuration. Our beginners, I beg you, please. I beg you. We do have videos, or you can go to our YouTube channel of Crypto Ambassadors. There are trainings there that are already recorded for you in terms of margin configuration settings. Yes. Let me ask, who is this? Okay, Francis, I'm gonna start. I did not know there are hands here. Okay, Francis, ask your question. Francis, ask your question. I've allowed you to unmute.
Okay, our coach, I thank you so much for the lesson this evening.
Yes.
I just have a few questions. One, you've talked about the RSI conditions. Let's say it is less than 30 or 20 rather. Yeah, okay. Assuming the robot is buying when the RSI is less than that given value. What are the conditions at which it will sell? That's one. Then two, let's say you have used a start small and win big strategy, and you have given it the condition for RSI less than 30. So when it's buying, does it buy all the margin calls at once, or it keeps on resetting the conditions as it keeps on buying? Thank you. I think we can start with that. Yes, thank you.
Okay, first of all, the RSI, it is an indicator that you are using for entry. You want to find a position to enter. Once you have found that position to enter, meaning to say your robot has executed the buy, then when it comes to margin calls, it is not going to use the RSI. The RSI is just for entry. You are trying to find a position to enter the what? The market. Once it has bought, then the rest, it will just follow what you have said in terms of margin calls. But the RSI is just for entry. When it comes to our first question, okay, under which conditions the robot is going to sell, there is no other conditions. If the price rises above your take profit from where the robot has entered, it will sell. If the price goes down from the positions where the robot has entered, it will start buying your margin calls according to the settings of the margin configuration. Did I answer your question, Francis? Probably you have muted. Okay. So those are the answers. There are no conditions. If the robot happens to buy your trade, if the price rises above your take profit, then you are in profit, the robot will sell. If the robot buys the trade and then the market or the price goes down, it's when it starts buying your margin calls. That's why I'm saying entering using RSI, it is not a guarantee that you're going to exit the market immediately. You are only entering the market at least at a lower price. When the market has gone down, you are buying it in the region which is okay to enter according to the RSI reading. Okay? Ronald, you are next. Please unmute and ask your question.
All right, thank you, Coach, for this wonderful lecture. Really, we are learning a lot. I think everyone will get a lesson from this one. You know, crypto trading is one of the hardest things, so we have to be very extra careful. My question is, if I am operating with $100, what would be the maximum margin calls for me to set for the trade? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ronald, it depends on how you want to allocate your $100. If you are using start small, win big, then you are going to find you're going to have a different setting. Okay? Start small, win big. You might have $5 as your first buying amount. I'm just giving that as an example. So if you are having $5 as your first buying amount, out of your 100, you are remaining with 95. So if you want to use 1 every time the robot buys, it should only buy one time. It means you can calculate how many margin calls are there. All right. But if you want to buy in multiples, right? You want to buy in multiples. It means you are going to set your robot looking at how much capital is left after the robot has bought with the first buy-in amount. For example, your $100 that you are giving, let's say your first buying amount is $10. When the robot enters the first time with $10, you are remaining with 90. Okay? So out of the 90, how many margin calls are you going to set so that the robot can utilize the $90 which is left when the market goes down? So you can calculate if you are going to use the same $10 and it should be buying one time. It means you are having 9 margin calls. Okay, you are having 9 margin calls. That is if you are to follow that setting. All right. I don't know if I have answered your question, Ronald. Okay. Can I follow the order? Who was next here? Was it Wanga or Michael? Okay, Michael, I'm allowing you to unmute.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your presentation because it's coming to time for me. It is exactly what I needed. I have 2 questions. The first one is, what time frame from your presentation, you said if you're the RSI 6 goes for 15 minutes. What time frame we'll be looking at if we want to use the RSI 12 and 24? That's the first question. Then the second question I have here is the RSI indicator completely enough to execute a trade? Is it totally sufficient to execute a trade? Do you necessarily need to combine other indicators along with it? Those are my 2 questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael, for those 2 questions. All right, I'm going to start with the first one. If you were following, you are going to find out that when you open your Royal Q app, there's the RSI 6, the RSI 12, and then the RSI 24. So if you want to use the RSI 12, you also need to look at the value. Where is the value? The same way you are looking at RSI 6, you also need to look at RSI 12. Which value do you want the robot to buy? Like I was already giving that for you to say the coin is in the oversold region, the value is between which line to which line. So when you check your RSI 12, what is it reading in terms of value? Okay, I was only focusing on RSI 6, but I didn't want to bring how to combine the two, because you can also enter the trade using RSI 6 and RSI 12, but it takes longer for them to meet together. For example, if you set your RSI 6 to be 30, and then you also set your RSI 12 to be 30, I told you that RSI 12, it looks at 12 candles. So it will take long for the robot to buy. Okay. I don't know if I've answered your first question, Michael. And then the second question is that the RSI indicator on its own is not enough. That's why we are having the morning training session when it comes to market analysis. But now we want to trade simply. Remember, Royal Q is a novice-friendly application. So even an amateur can just look at the market and say, aha, I can see a position of entry here just by looking at the RSI. So we want to snipe the market in a shorter time frame, in the 15 minutes time frame. So that's why we are teaching this, that you can also trade using the Royal Q app just by looking at the indicators. But what is the procedure for you to trade using those indicators in Royal Q? All right. But answering your question, you want to analyze the coin completely. RSI indicator is not enough alone. Okay. Yes. But look, we are trading with an application that we use margin calls. So we are always safe. That's why Royal Q put those indicators that users on the platform can still use them to trade and win the trade as well. Okay, I think I've answered your question. Michael, let me come to Wanga. Wanga, can you please unmute?
Thank you so much, Coach. I have only one question. I'm still an amateur, though I'm still an amateur. This question is tied to what Francis asked.
Okay.
So my question is this: let's say you've said you are taking RSI 6 less than 30. Then you've set 3 marginal calls. So fortunately, it goes down to less than 30. So it buys and had 3 marginal calls. So will it buy all of them at the 3 marginal calls less than that? Then when fortunately it starts to go up, it will sell automatically. So the 3 marginal call, would they all of them, would they be bought very fast within that time when it comes down to, fortunately, to that less than 30? Then if fortunately it goes up immediately, it will have to sell.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Wanga. I said that when you set your RSI to buy at oversold 30, the RSI, the 30, it is the point of entry. Your first buy-in amount. Remember, you do have a first buy-in amount. So the 30, it is where the robot is going to enter with your first buy-in amount. When it comes to your margin calls, the robot does not buy margin calls using your 30 or your RSI or your oversold. The oversold is for you to enter the market. It's like you are laying a trap. Remember, we do have preset, right? If you remember, there are signals that we put preset. So instead of you putting a particular price, that when the price comes down to that price, your robot should enter. Now you are putting RSI. I don't know if this makes sense, guys. The RSI is not for buying margin calls. It is just for position of entry. When should the robot buy the first buy-in amount? When it buys your first buy-in amount, and then the market goes up from where it has bought, it is going to sell what it has bought. But when it enters the market first time on your RSI, and then the price continues to go down, it's when your robot will start buying your margin calls. When it happens that it has bought your margin calls, let's say you did set 3 margin calls, and then the market goes down, it buys your 3 margin calls, and then it rises. When it rises and then it reaches your take profit, remember you have put your take profit, it reaches your take profit, the robot is going to sell all your 3 margin calls. Remember, margin call number 1 to 4, when the robot buys them, it sells them all of them at once. It's only when it buys margin call 5, that is if you are trading in a different mode, like sub-bin or sub-bin mode real-time settlement. But margin call number 1 to 4 is automatic. It sells them all of them at once. I hope I have answered your question, Wanga. Yes. Hey, big man, Robert. Yes, come here, Robert. Then I'm going to end with Francis because Francis is coming second time. So I'm going to end with Francis. Yes, Robert.
Yes, a very good evening, coach. Hope you can hear me.
Very well.
Yeah, I've been using the RSI of 6 to trade. It's good. But my question is, which other RSI condition would you recommend for someone to use alongside that RSI of 6, just in case the market goes bizarre, because we don't control the market. I've seen some coins whereby the RSI of 6, however much it's in the oversold area, it can pass the oversold area up to the up to 6, you get, or up to 5. So which RSI condition would you back up with that of 6? Could it be 12 or 24 in the oversold area, or less than 30? Because we don't know, we don't control the market. You get, sometimes the market can really go down. You get, so that's my question.
Okay, thank you so much, Robert. I'm still answering your question, Robert, with the same way I have answered. When the market goes against you, what comes into play is your margin calls. So how deep the market is going to go, it will be helped by the setting of your margin calls, your margin call drops. Like I said earlier on, that the RSI does not back you up when the market is going down. It is for you to find an entry position. When I say entry position, you want to take a trade. At what price do you want to buy that particular asset? So when you set the RSI in the oversold region and you be specific and say 20, then the robot buys that trade at the RSI value 20. The market can move from value of 20, it can come to value of 10. When it comes to value of 10 from 20, it is buying now your margin calls. Okay? Maybe let me share some screen here. Just a little bit. Maybe it will help some people understand this. Let me come to Zoom. Okay. This is RSI. I'm gonna write on this blackboard. Let me try to annotate here. Okay. All right. So let's say this is your 30. Because this is 0, this is 50, and this is 100. So you are entering here. You have set your robot to buy at this position. Okay? When you enter, when the robot buys at this position, this is your first buying amount. If you are using $10, if you are using $50 first buying amount, this is the money that the robot is going to enter here at 30. Now, when it enters here at 30, now it have started the trade, right? So there is a possibility that from 30 here, the market can go to that side, or the market can come down to the 0 line. So when it comes to the 0 line, you set your margin calls. It's either from position 30 here where it has entered, you say, let the market go down 2% according to your margin calls. That's why now I'm talking about your margin call drops. So from point of entry here on the position 30, the market can go down by 2%. Then you say buy margin call number 1. When it goes down again by 2%, buy margin call number 2. When it goes again by 2%, buy margin call number 3, right? So it will be buying your margin calls depending on the distance. Depending on the distance from 30 to 0. How long is it? That's why when we are doing technical analysis, we are able to measure this distance from here to here. How long is it? How much percentage is it? 10%. If it's 10%, then you're going to allocate this to be your margin call drops that you are going to give to the margin call limit. So entering at 30 does not prevent you, or you should not have another RSI that is going to help you to enter. No. Even if you use the RSI of 12, you're still going to have a look at the value. At which value is the RSI 12? Is it at 30? Is it at 40? It is the same thing. But I want you to focus on margin calls. Here, it is just a matter of entry. At what price do you want to enter this asset to buy with your robot? When it buys, if it continues to go down, then you open margin calls. Like I said, don't trade without margin calls. Open margin calls. Open margin calls. So that when the robot enters at the value of 30, if it comes down here, you are going to be safe with your margin calls. If it goes up there, it sells and give you your profit, you're out of the market. Robert, are we still friends?
Yes, I got you. I got you. It's clear now. Very, very clear.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, there was one hand. Let me check. Who was it? Okay, Francis, you are coming back. I think I'll end with the Zoom user. I think we have overstayed here. Okay, let me take Francis one more time. Francis? I've allowed you to unmute, Francis.
Thank you. Muted, please.
You are muting and unmuting, Francis. What happened? Please unmute.
Yes, I've unmuted.
Yes, ask your question, please.
Yeah, so my questions are two. One is that what's the impact of using a bigger and a small first buying amount on the average price at that particular point when you're entering the market? That's the first question. What's the impact of using either a smaller or a bigger first buying amount on the average price when you're entering the market? And how does that determine the time the coin will take to exit the market? Two, my second question is that according to the videos you have always watched from our leaders, most especially when it comes to the strategy of start small and win big, they say that when you're allocating the margin call drops, you start by putting 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and then the rest is 0.5. Then the multiple buying ratio, you put 1 throughout. So the question is, in most cases, and basing on the current market, the signals come with the total drop, let's say 20%. And yet for you, they told you that when you're allocating the call drop, give it 0.5, probably 0.5, 20 times is 10%. What is the impact if the market drops up to a 20% and yet for you a total drop was only 10% according to start small and a win big strategy? Thank you. Those are the two questions I had, please.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Francis. Okay, let me start answering your first question. When you look at your robot, sorry, what helps you what helps you to get out of the market fast, it is not the first buying amount, whether it is 10, whether it is, whether it is small, whether it is big. Yes, there is a small impact, but the bigger impact is only here. Let me go to Royal Q probably. Okay, let me go to Royal Q. The bigger impact on bringing your average price to come closer to the current price, it is here on multiple buy-in ratio. Okay, multiple buy-in ratio. You can have a bigger first buy-in amount. For example, let's say 100 is your first buy-in amount. Okay, so here you only buy one time with 100. Okay, so here your average price, yes, it is going to be pulled to follow the current price. But now in buying multiples, your robot is only buying one time. It is only buying one time. There is a little bit of an impact because the first buying amount is bigger. If we compare to someone who is using, let's say, $20, okay, using $20, there's a difference there. With this one and this one, when they are buying, this one at least there's an impact to bring the average price closer to the current price. But I wanted to say the much difference is in the multiple buy-in ratio. How many times is it buying per layer? Because remember, on each and every layer, it is buying at a different price. Okay, it is buying at a different price. If you are using a bigger first buying amount, it is also good to adjust on your multiple buy-in ratio. At least let it buy more. Okay, if you are also using a smaller, bigger a smaller first buying amount, also your magic of you getting out of the trade faster, it lies here on multiple buy-in ratio. Okay, because when the robot buys, let's say it buys up to this level, you are using $20. Okay, here it means it is going to use 40. Okay, here it is going to be using 80. All right, here it is going to be using 160. Am I correct? So this is what the robot does. It is going to add this stock to this stock to this stock to this stock. Then it creates a middle price to sell. So let's say that the market dropped from this level, it came down to this level. Now the market started to go back up there. The robot will never wait for this price to come here where it got your first buying amount. It is going to create an average price, meaning to say it will add this stock, this stock, this stock, and this stock, and create one selling price. And that selling price that it is selling, it has already calculated that if I sell it, I'm gonna still give my boss 3% that they have commanded me to give. Can you see the impact now? That's where the impact is. So your impact much is on the multiple buy-in ratio. How much stock is the robot buying on each and every layer? That is the one that pulls your average price much to come closer to the current price. I don't know if I have answered your question, Francis, on the impact of the first buying amount, whether it is big or whether it is small. On the second question, when it comes to robotic settings, those are recommendations that we are recommending to you, but it does not mean that you can just stay with one thing. When we say start small, win big, we have seen that we can do less to help you to have a better trading strategy because your capital is already small. So we are saying you can still start small, it's okay, but it's not the best. That's why when you check the setting of start small, win big, check the multiple buy-in ratio. We are trying to fit in your $100 so that your robot can still trade with margin calls. Am I answering your question, Francis? So that is a recommendation because of the amount of capital that you are trading with. When it comes to the setting of the margin call drops, we always say put on your AI margin call, because we know that the market can drop more than the drop that was set in the robot. So the AI is going to help you, right? When you are switching your AI off, it means you are that somebody who says, I don't care whether the market will go down against me, but I want my robot to buy my margin calls. Because sometimes the robot can only buy one time and then it sells. So people, they get a small profit. So those are the ones who said, I'm going to trade without AI margin call because it takes time for the robot to buy. So I'm going to switch it off. I don't care whether the market will go down, but I want, when it is time to sell, my robot should buy enough stock for me. That is the reason. But we always recommend your AI margin call. I don't know if I'm able to answer these questions correctly that are being asked here. How can I know when the RSI 6 is on the oversold? Probably you came late, Emmanuel. I already explained this. Probably you came late. Yes, I already explained that. Does the selling work the same way as buying? Yes. The selling work, it is the same way as buying. The robot sells the same way it buys. That's why we do have the buy-in callback and the take profit callback. So it buys the same. The selling also the same. The only difference is that the robot buys when the price is dropping. It's when it buys. If the price is not dropping, it makes difficulty for the robot to buy, especially looking at the percentage that you have put in terms of drops. Okay, did I answer your question, iPhone? Okay, Kate, can one use this RSI indicator setting 100 margin calls? Yes, you can do that. I was explaining that RSI indicator, you don't use it to buy margin calls. You set it for your first entry in the market. At what position do you want your robot to start buying? That's when you use the RSI. It's like you are putting a preset price. The RSI acts like a preset price. You don't want to buy at current price. You want to buy at a certain price that is going to come down from the current price. So the margin calls are not bought using the RSI. No. The RSI, it is for you to enter the market first time with your first buy-in amount. At what price do you want to buy first time? RSI. Isaac said he just applied it and it has sold. Okay, congratulations, Isaac. Thank you so much. Yes, when you are setting your trade, especially if you want to change the first buying amount after it has bought, the AI should be on. Let's say that you want to enter first time with $50, but after using $50 first buying amount, you want to change it to 10, right? So when you are setting with $50 first buying amount, AI should be on. After it has bought with $50, and then you come and edit the 50 to 10, then if you want to switch off, you can switch off. Okay? Edith, is that okay? When you're setting your robot, set it with the AI on, especially when you are wanting to change the first buy-in amount. Joey. Joey, where are you from? Joey is making my night. Then my English is too much. Okay, you get used to Joey. Thank you for attending the class. You're gonna get it right. Yes, you're gonna get it right. Okay. All right, guys, can we end the Zoom here? I want to thank you for attending. I hope it was of beneficial. You have benefited a lot. Yes, I hope you have benefited a lot. So go and practice. If you cannot trade, go and practice, check what I was teaching so that you are able to familiar with the market. Yes, you are able to familiar with the market. Yes, I'm on all crypto ambassadors. Every crypto ambassador group, I am there. Those that are looking for me, you can check me there. I'm almost in every group of crypto ambassadors. So you can find me there. Okay, you can find me there. If you are looking for me, you can find me in the groups of crypto ambassadors. I am there. So thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely night, a lovely morning, a lovely evening, a lovely afternoon. Yes, depending on where you were joining us from. All right, thank you so much, guys. We love you all. Yes, keep holding on your positions. The best is yet to come. We will continue teaching. Yes, this training was live. This training was live. Okay, you can go to YouTube channel. You are going to watch it again. It was live as I speak. I am live on YouTube. So you can go to Crypto Ambassadors YouTube. We were live in this training. Then you can